Griff, New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez has been indicted on federal bribery charges as prosecutors say he used his position as the chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee to push favorable policy to the Egyptian government. Joining me now in studio to analyze all this, Seth Berenzweig, sir, who is the most gracious guest we've had on this set all day today. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
So you have a lot of experience in this realm in terms of talking about business and compliance law and how egregious some of these violations might have been coming from the senator. He is refusing to resign. Is that going to serve him well? I mean, do you think that he, in any case, ends up serving out the end of his term with what's alleged against him?
Well, it's going to be a really tough long haul for him because this indictment, which was recently unsealed, reads like an international spy novel on steroids. One of the things that you set this up perfectly for is to understand that we have to look at this case through the lens of his role as the chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. That had huge power. He was able to directly affect and influence disbursements, financing, arms to Egypt. And what he did was he allegedly basically turned this rare and powerful role into a high-end ATM machine. And he did all of these things that are alleged alongside his wife Nadine in exchange for cash, gold, cars, mortgage payments, and that really just scratches the surface. So he's going to really be finding himself under a crushing mountain of evidence.
Let's hear his explanation for some of this, if we can play that soundbite.
Why won't you resign, sir? Senator Menendez?
Because I'm innocent. What's wrong with you guys?
Why were there gold bars there?
He says he's innocent, and he has also given the explanation in that press conference that this was money that he withdrew himself from his personal savings account over many years because coming from a family of Cuban immigrants, he didn't trust the banking system. But then you've got this line in the indictment that there were the fingerprints of his driver and one of these Egyptian businessmen on those banknotes. So, how can you claim both things? You're the expert. Tell me.
Well,
what am I missing?
He is. You're probably not missing very much, but he is presumed innocent, and in that respect, he's true. But the problem for Menendez is that they have direct connections and can demonstrate beyond a reasonable doubt, I believe, that these are connections that just don't go legitimately into a personal bank account where he then decides and says, you know what, based upon my cultural heritage, I feel the need to grab some gold. Instead, what we have here are demonstrated allegations where these are payments that are not only from these illicit sources, but also in the background show deleted messages and avoided confrontations where he and Nadine are basically deleting emails, deleting evidence. There's one point where she said to him, I'm upset that the money's not coming in, and he suggested we really shouldn't have this conversation in writing. So this is a mountain of evidence. It's really going to end up crushing both of them. I have a very hard time seeing how they're going to be able to crawl out from under this.
Well, of course, he does have, he is presumed innocent, so we'll watch his case and all of the fallout around it. Seth Berenzweig, thank you very much for joining us today. I really appreciate your time.